Could be worse.
Looking pretty pretty today, mate. Mind if I just rustle the old beard there? Oh, that's nice. So, it is currently 9:07 in the morning and we are enjoying just the perks of British summertime. Mud and grime and stuff everywhere. Not great for the Adidas drip, but yeah, hi guys, Jimmy here, it's complaining. And first things first, this video is very much sponsored by Lenovo and you'll see exactly why very shortly. But we are in the middle of a forest, somewhere in the north of England. I don't actually know where, I just follow the sat-nav, because we're doing cool rally things. Look, I'm kind of driving today, but kind of not at the same time. It takes a little bit to explain. So, this here is my Chariot O'Doom. I'm not actually quite that bleak about it, but this is M Sport prepared Ford Fiesta Rally 2 car. Rally 2 is basically just a one under WRC. 600cc, about 280-ish brake horsepower, and that propels it to around 200 kilometers an hour top speed, which doesn't sound like a lot in the context of like circuit racing, but you have to remember, this thing will do 200 k's on a road barely wider than the car itself. I'm looking forward to going out. So something you guys probably don't see from behind the camera is just what the roads are like around here. So actually, Steve, you can come with me. We'll go have a look at this one up here. So yeah, this is basically the road that we drove in on. Also, I came in a GTR like a influencer dickhead, and it was the worst experience in my life. So anyway, no footage of that, luckily. But all the roads are just like this, like these long, sort of muddy, gravelly trails. We're not going down here, obviously there are cars here, but it gives you like a great idea of how wide this road actually is, because these guys are actually parked off the road in sort of like the brush on the side here, which means that, you know, we've got about maybe a car and a half in terms of width. And when you're carrying like 80, 90 mile an hour through that sort of landscape, it starts getting a bit tight. It starts getting a bit narrow very quickly. So actually now being cool to go on a recce with Frank to go sort of see what the stage is like. So I guess I'm gonna go get suited up so I can call pretty for Frankie in the car. Okay, this is the athletic bit of my day. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there you go. Prime athlete material. Why am I out of breath? I've just got into... I'm fine, don't worry about it. So yeah, this is my office for the day. I mean, Frank there's doing the Virgin driving the real car. Meanwhile, I'm doing the Chad driving the sim rig, so to speak. So our sim rig, of course, comprises of this little steering wheel and the Legion 7 laptop, that 16-inch screen, just about fitting in the cut-out dash there on the co-driver's side. As you can see, this thing's got a pretty impressive spec sheet. So the only problems that I can foresee of this challenge is the little squishy bit between the wheel and the seat. Me. And whilst Frank is driving through this stage, my goal is to basically see if I can drive my own stage using this Lenovo Legion 7 laptop in Forza Horizon 5. And I'm not sure it's a direct challenge, but I would like to complete my stage before Frank completes his. The real goal is to try and like set a decent lap time, because I think you can, you know, I think you can give me this. It's going to be fairly distracting being in this whilst driving along, but my personal goal is to beat Frank. Also, being co-driver, I have good access to this here, the handbrake.
No.
It's so tempting. Is it worth a massive accident? Let me know in the comments below.
No.
I really feel like I'm interviewing you here, like, Frank, I need results.
Job interview.
But well, yeah, guys, this is Frank Burge. He is the absolute boss man who's going to be driving this Fiesta today. Good to meet you, Frank.
Nice to meet
you. Mate, tell us a bit about the car. What have I got in store for me today?
Well, it's a bit of a weapon, to be fair. It's a Rally 2 car, which is the step below the main WRC class. So yeah, it's got all the mod cons on it. Nothing road from the road car really. So you're gonna have a bit of a challenge today, I think.
I mean, so have you been on this this stage before? Have you?
Yeah, I've been here many times. Just I won the last rally here actually. So
oh, really?
Got a little bit of a decent history here, so I know where I'm going a little bit. Obviously very narrow, lots of loose stones everywhere, and yeah, the polish is actually in good nick at the moment. It's not many two cars have been on, so it's not too rough, so should be all right. I don't know if you'll be looking where you're going anyway, so yeah, we're in for a good day, I think.
I think the last question is how strong are you? You might have to carry me out the car, mate, at the end of it.
We've got the sit bags and stuff like that ready, so and the stretchers. Yeah, so stage we're going on today, I've not really done it without a co-driver before, so
do you know it?
Hopefully we'll find out.
Oh shit. That's fine, I think a bleep is good, mate. I think a bleep is good. I don't know, I expect it to be fairly quick launching, but like the noise of it was just insane. It just disappears, it's gone.
See it up round the corner?
Yeah, just massive trail of like dirt and dust behind it. So, first time out for a run with Frank around this stage, pretty buzzed, not gonna lie. They're really not confident in me. I've got a sick bag down there to the right, and I've been told to give Frank the secret signal if I'm gonna be sick. So, let's try and prove him wrong. Let's go. 5. Yeah, first time out in a Rally 2 car. It was pretty f***ing cool. I mean, I was just talking to Frank just now and said like the G-force in it isn't too much because you're on gravel and it's sort of sliding around a lot, so that's quite manageable. It's more like the pitch of the thing. The car is like moving like that all the time. It's so soft. It has such a range in the dampeners that you're always moving around. But it's so cool flying down a straight at like over 100 miles an hour and knowing that like either side is nothing. It's just pretty rad. I just timed that one to see how fast it's going to be. 225. In the test runs that I've done so far, over 2 laps I'm about 232. So either I've got to get on it or Frank's got to make a mistake, which I don't actually want because I'm in the car with him. But yeah, now it's like the main event, so we're going to put the laptop back in the car and see what I can do. I don't know, I think I get concentration. I think I've gone through it a couple of times now, sort of like the oh my god, this is cool, it's not worn off, but like, it's sort of a bit less than it was before, so I can concentrate a bit more. I don't know, this is a really cool idea. I have no idea what to expect, so just going to enjoy it, I think. So here we are, all strapped in, ready to go. We figured out lap time wise it should be fairly similar, so I've got a bit of a race on my hands here. Of course, doing it stationary is one thing, doing it while being held around in the rally car is another thing. Hopefully I can do alright. Whee! that second time, I do start to feel a bit queasy after that one. It's so much harder when you're trying to focus on something. Like, I wouldn't want to do another one. Yeah, I think we did all right. Did okay. It was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's fair to say that the Legion 7 there can race pretty much anywhere. If it can do that, it can do pretty much anything, I'd assume. So. Yeah, pretty impressed with how the laptop held out. Well, that's our day of sort of driving and shooting done. How was that, Frank, mate? How was that for you?
Yeah, definitely a different day. Having someone next to me trying to drive at the same time that I'm driving. So yeah, you definitely had a big challenge on your hands, but I think you did well. No sick, so yeah, good achievement, I think.
Yeah, I'm just glad that I, beat those pesky paramedics who had no faith in me. I mean, like, so compared to how you're usually driving, like you've got a co-driver there. Where were you sort of like in terms of pushing? Were you really going for it, or were you sort of bringing it down a little bit? Or?
Yeah, it's hard to say really. When you've got a co-driver, you've obviously got a lot more confidence. He's reading the notes of the corners coming up and stuff like that. So there's quite a bit left in the car, and obviously you can do setup changes and stuff like that on a real rally. So a little bit less. So I don't think you'll be able to manage on a proper rally.
Well, yeah, I'm fairly impressed. You've actually like managed to keep your concentration, because whenever I see a screen, I'm just like, oh, screen. And like my everything goes out the window, so I'm quite impressed you managed to chuck that thing around there and still keep some sort of concentration.
Yeah, I mean, it was a different experience for sure. Having you next to me, turning left, I'm turning right, I'm braking, you're accelerating, and down the straights I was having a sneaky look just to see what was going on, just see if I was in front.
Well, luckily for us off camera, Frank agreed for me to drive and him be in the passenger seat, which is definitely going to happen. So.
Not in the contract.
I won't subject you to that, mate, don't worry. So now that we've all done, I'm actually going to eat something. So we're going straight over to the look at this. So being a round man aside, that was a pretty good day, I think. A very unique challenge. I think probably the toughest sim race thing I've ever done. I would love to have given it a couple more tries, I think, but my body did not agree at all. It was really, really tricky trying to get my brain to understand that I wasn't poisoned. But overall, it went really well, and yeah, I mean, infinitely impressed by the Legion 7. I must admit, I was a little bit apprehensive about whacking this into a rally car and seeing how it would go, but it performed flawlessly, which I think is more than I expected. And I think if it can survive that, it can survive pretty much anything. So kudos, Lenovo, you made a good laptop. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat the rest of my chocolate wedge. That's OnlyFans content, by the way. Subscribe down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Bye.